Okay, in calc, we're going to have 3 topics, people. 3. All we got to do is learn 3 things, and then we're done. Limits, which will take us about a couple weeks, maybe a month, maybe. Derivatives will take us through Christmas. Integrals will take us to the spring break. We're done. That's it. Okay, 3 things. So we're going to talk limits. And I was like, ooh, let's start first talking about where we see limits in our daily life. Like, you can only take 2. Where would be an example of only like a limit at a store? Like COVID. Do you guys remember when toilet paper, we had to limit people because people were hoarding it? Toilet paper. Your curfew. Do we have a curfew? Has anyone ever gotten in trouble with that curfew? You little angel babies. Speed limit. I don't know where there's ever a speed limit of 85 miles an hour, but we'll take it, right? So let's think this real fast. If an object is dropped from rest to fall freely and is falling at 16 t squared feet per t seconds, what's the average speed of a falling rock? We can do this. Average speed, so if we're looking for speed, is that the same thing as like a rate? Is a rate the same thing as a slope? Like rate of change? A little change in y over change in x? How would we get, what would be 1 and 4? Are those x's or y's? Time. But my f of x is my function with respect to time, right? So these are going to be my x's, and this is going to be my function. That's going to be my function, and then these are going to be my x's. So if I was trying to do slope, change in y over change in x, I need to evaluate my function, f of 4 minus f of 1, that's evaluating my y values, over my change in x values, 4 minus 1. You okay with this? Change in y over change in x? Yeah? Okay, we're getting a rate that this object is falling. Guys, I got to plug in 4 into my f of x function. What is plugging in 4 going to look like there? 16 times, thank you, Teddy, 4 squared minus f of 1? Was that Sev? Sorry, Sev. 16 times 1 squared, all over, what's that going to simplify to be? 3, thanks. Let's do some mental math. 4 squared. 16 times 16. 256. 256 minus 16 all over. 3. 256 minus 16. 240 over 3. 80. What would be my units if I just did, my feet over time? This is going to be feet per second, right? So this object is falling quick. 80 feet per second, okay? Question, this is kind of a fun thing of calculus. Where do you think on an AP free response question I could end? Red, blue, green, yellow, or black? Let's say they all were labeled with units. Don't worry about the units. Where do you think I could end and get all the points? Red. Can't end at red because that has variables in it. Blue. Is this equivalent to that? Yeah, and because it is, you guys can end right there. Can you do that for me all year? Absolutely. If this was a free response question, multiple choice, we'd have to get there because the answer is going to be simplified. If anything is free response, people, AP will take this, therefore I'm going to take that. Is this going to be weird when I'm like, Sev, just stop. Just stop there. Don't keep going. Because if Amina puts a 0 here instead of a 16, a 10 instead of a 16, she loses the whole thing. So let's just stop here. It's going to be weird, though. It's going to be weird adjusting to that. Okay. Did they ask for units of measure? They didn't. So we don't need this feet per second. If Amina would have put feet per second squared, we wouldn't get the point. They would take away from it. Even though they didn't ask for units, if we put the wrong units, then we lose the point. So I just put the units because we could, but they will, if it says indicate units of measure, they're giving you a point for it, so we should do it. If they don't say it, let's not do it just to make sure we don't mess it up. Capiche? Okay. What if I said, hey, if I told you to find the speed of the rock at the moment t was 2? I want to know the speed right at t is 2. If I had t is 2 here, and I used the same type of formula, And I only know, all right, they just want to know the speed when t is 2. Wouldn't that be f of 2 minus f of 2 all over 2 minus 2? Like my time is 2. What am I going to get there? What? Yeah, 0 over 0, right? I'm going to plug in the one thing and subtract that same thing. And this is called indeterminable form. We can't get anything from that. We don't know. But when that police officer pulls me over, he knows how fast I was going, boom, at one moment in time. And how did he do that? That's why we use limits. Limits are how we're going to do that. We're going to do the same thing here and here. If we're saying my initial time was 2 and my final time was 2 plus h, let's plug them into my function. So I just want you guys to say f of 2 plus h minus f of 2. Those are my 2 time values all over. What were my 2 times? We're going to say 2 plus h was my first one, minus 2 was my second one. I'm actually going to color code this just to make this a little f of 2. Let me say one more time what the heck we're doing. We're, again, using 2 points. One when x is 2, one when x is 2 plus a little on that x-axis, 2 plus h. We did change in y over change in x. What we got to do is we got to plug in our x value right here. If I plug that in, thank you, Jet, come on in. Wouldn't I have 16 times 2 plus h squared minus, okay, guys, I know we're almost out of time. Here's what I want to do. Just plug in 2 to my function, which was 16 times 2 squared, all over, what is this going to simplify to be? What's 2 plus h minus 2 going to simplify? Just an h. That's where we're going to end.